What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to $8 billion of Eidl stimulus. Get yours. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday afternoon. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We are literally down to the final week to 10 days tops before the SBA's Eidl program related to the pandemic is over. And as we learned on Friday, almost 3.95 million people have gotten approximately $370 billion of Eidl loan money. In fact, if you look at the last few videos that we've done, dozens of your fellow small business owners have gotten funded by following the advice on this, as well as Speak and See, and of course, Ryder over at Skip's channel. I'm going to once again share with you today the 5 secrets to Eidl funding, including one in particular that's working right now. I will give you contact information, especially if you are in the state of Georgia, as I am, but even if you're not, on how to get a hold of the small business advocate in your congressman or woman's office. But before I get started, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hit 1,000 members strong at trysmallbiz.com. So if you have a small business or a side hustle, you're going to want to go to trysmallbiz.com, become a part of history. These are 1,000 people. We'll never forget you. Each and every single one of you that joins gets a number. I have been promoting about 50 premium members for the second, and in some cases going on third time, to 88,000 people on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course Twitter at trysmallbiz, username smallbiz. But I need more premium members. For $1 a day, by the month of the year, you decide what's best for you. You can list in 10 categories, not just one as a free member. You get, by the way, if you don't have a category that suits your business, just scroll down to the bottom, fill out the contact us, and I'll add it to you. You are featured in 3 locations, in particular that center of the homepage where some of you are starting to get, those of you that have Google Analytics, hundreds and eventually thousands of click-throughs to your website as a result of trysmallbiz.com. But I must say, before I get on to the Eidl news, half of our site has not filled out their profile. Folks, we are not showing profiles that are empty. You must have a photo, a bio. You must select your categories. We installed a profile complete sliding scale. It takes you less than 5 minutes, and some of it even affects premium members. I cannot promote you if you don't fill in your profile, your bio, your website, your phone number, all that good stuff. So once again, I need more premium members for $1 a day. Make sure you go to trysmallbiz.com, and if you already signed up, just hit the red upgrade to premium and you can get started with moi today. All right, look, 5 secrets, privacy release form. You've heard me say this a million times. Small biz advocate, score.org counselor, local SBA office, and of course, calling the new 833 number, speaking to a tier 2 supervisor or someone who has 5 years of experience. Those are the 5 secrets. You can't half-ass it. I can tell you with absolute certainty, my friends, anyone who is still waiting for money, and according to the SBA, this morning, only 6,000 people. There's $8.2345 billion left. At $900 million a day, this could be gone by the weekend or early next week. You can no longer mess around. So follow the 5 secrets, but one in particular. If you live in the state of Georgia, as I mentioned in the last video, you can go to Twitter at trysmallbiz, and still pinned in the top, there is a contact inside of Carolyn Bordeaux's office. Jimmy Hoffa. That's what it is. I watched the Jimmy Hoffa documentary last night. That's why Hoffa came to mind. We don't edit around here. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, but go to Carolyn Bordeaux's office. Vesna Kurzpahik. It's spelled Vesna, this is her email, Kurzpahik, Kurspahik at mail.house.gov. So if you don't live in the state of Georgia, and I just gave it to you if you do, your small business advocate inside your house member, and I would send it to them all, the subject line, privacy release form, small business advocate, whatever applies to you, you send them a note and you call them. And again, the email address is first.lastname@mail.house.gov. It's the Small Business Advocate in Georgia, inside of Carolyn Bordeaux's office. It's Vesna Kaur-Spahik. I've also talked about Nikema Williams. All three of those women, Democrats, by the way, are rock stars. So if you're having trouble in the state of Georgia, you reach out to them. If you're out of Georgia, I just gave you the formula, first.lastname@mail.house.gov. All right, before I forget, if you are a member of the community at trysmallbiz.com, you scroll down to the bottom, you send me an email with regard to Eidl, I'll respond to you within 24 hours. However, if you're not a member because you don't have 5 minutes for me or the rest of us, I will not respond to you. And the reason for that is there's a lot of fakes, frauds, and phonies, a lot of phishing schemes, a lot of people that are impersonating me, which to me seems like a full-time job. So there's no way in hell I'm going to respond to someone who's not willing to give us a real name connected to a real business. So if you want me to personally put my name on a piece of paper via email and respond to your question, you must join trysmallbiz.com. And by the way, don't send me an email that says, Jason, I'm stuck in recon for the last year, help. That doesn't tell me anything. And I'll close out this video with a very important point. Most of you at this point are getting declined or in a second or third reconsideration because of unverifiable information or an inability to make repayments if you're going for $2 million, minus, of course, what you got last year. You must tell me and the SBA when you go through recon, Paul David Charlie at recons@sba.gov, recons@sba.gov, the exact reason why you're filing the reconsideration in the first place. How do you get that? You ask the prior loan officer that just declined you, tell me exactly why you're declining me. You do not accept. You do not accept the standard canned email they send you 2 or 3 days after a loan officer says, negatory. No. Well, I disagree respectfully with your decision, Sarah, Miss SBA loan officer. I need to know exactly why you're declining me and get her to put it in writing. Half will do it. Half will tell you at a minimum over the phone. And then you say to her, and this is basic negotiation, that half of you won't even have to go into reconsideration. Okay, Sarah, so if I can solve your concern with X, I'm assuming you'll approve my loan? Yes. Or she'll say, well, I can't because I already declined you. But if you address X and fix it, I'm sure the loan officer in reconsideration will approve you. So whether you're going directly on your own to the SBA through reconsideration, a second or as many as a 5 or a 6 time, which does work, you must have the exact reason why they declined you. And half the time, if you say to the loan officer, so if I can fix this, or if I can address your concern around that, I'm assuming you'll fund me. Is that correct? Half will say, yes, I'll do it right now. The other half will say, no, I've already declined you. You have to go through reconsideration. But if you solve this particular line in your tax return, which most of the time has to do with gross profit or your Schedule C, then yeah, you're probably going to get confirmed before $8 billion runs out sometime next week. So ladies and gentlemen, in under 10 minutes, one more time, if you want to ask me a question, you must become a member at trysmallbiz.com. When you send me an email, don't include personal information like account numbers, none of that. But tell me exactly why you're stuck or exactly why they're not funding you, and I will give you my best opinion as to what you and your small business needs to do in order to get funded. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, we love you, and thank you so much for watching.